Hi Scorpio, welcome to your thought to the 11th of March 2024. Can't get me dates. If you want to book a reading, there is a brand new website. You can book a face-to-face, the tarot coaching. There's a whole host of readings. So this website is way better. You can pay with any payment method. It is just more professional. It is awesome. Check it out in the description below. Follow the membership if you want to get exclusive videos as well. We're going to get to work. So like the video, comment. Okay, what are we seeing for Scorpios this week, please? What is the messages for Scorpios this week? So some of you are blocked, okay? I think you're dealing with a Gemini because a Gemini was coming up really strongly. There might be a long distance relationship, no contact. I think you really want to be with this person. This can be people who the block is that you're at a distance, so you're not in the same place. And this is you wanting to go to this person, okay? Because you can see that that's you on the horse. So this is a person who's wanting to go to this person because the block is that you are at a distance from each other. Some of you, there could be a person who's blocked you, and with the Knight of Cups, this person wants to talk to this person, try to work things out with this person, and it looks to be you this week. 10 of Cups. Okay, I feel like for Scorpios, a message I'm getting though is there's a wanting to fight for somebody, like wanting to fight for someone, wanting to really make it work with a person, seeing someone as the ultimate love for you. 10 of Cups, okay? For the Scorpio woman, this could be the case for you as well. But for some of you, and this is not for all of you, you'll have to get your own reading. What I'm getting here is a love is worth the fight. It definitely is worth the fight. Like, I feel like people give up too easy as well. You know, sometimes a person is worth the fight and you need to fight and you need to prove to the person. You've got to remember we live in a generation where a lot of people have been felled in love. So they kind of need proof that you're serious. So for the Scorpio man or the Scorpio woman, like, don't be afraid to like give it your best shot. Once you've given it your best shot, if it doesn't work out, okay, no regrets. But yeah, I do think some people either go on too long or they don't try hard enough. So you've got to ask yourself this week, am I trying too much? If I give this too much time, if I give it too much energy and I actually need to move away from it onto something else? Or do I need to fight for this person? I'm also getting for some of you Scorpios, you need to spend some time with your family. So the Knight of Cups is a trip and the 10 of Cups will be to family. So I feel like maybe there's somebody, I don't want to say this, but maybe someone's not in the best health. Or maybe there's just a longing to be with your people. You know, it's good to have friends in the world, it's good to have acquaintances, but it's good to go back to your home, to your family, to your roots. So yeah, some of you this week, I think you just want to make like some kind of visit to a family you've been out of contact with. Going back to your hometown is another one. Okay, yeah. Some of you might need to go back home because with the 5 of Pentacles, you might be financially frustrated. So the 5 of Pentacles is someone who's struggling with living costs. They're struggling being alone though. Some of you might have money, but you're just struggling being alone or with some kind of loss. Some of you are having financial problems, and by going back home, you can save yourself some money. 6 of Cups. Maybe part of you feels like you'll be judged, but I don't think so. You know, obviously some people have those family members who are super judgmental if they go back home, but I don't think so. I think your family are happy to welcome you, they're happy to look after you. I do get, there's something about connection here, there's something about going back home, asking for help. Okay, what energy is Scorpio carrying, please? What energy is Scorpio carrying? Okay, so we've got the 7 of Cups. And we've also got the 9 of Swords reversed. I feel like someone's deeply in love. So for the Scorpio woman, again, you've got to be careful with being an option. I feel like this is also setting up a shop as well. I actually love this reading for you this week. I actually get like a lot of bliss and connection and just I get a holiday, I get going back home, shopping for clothes. Some of you are definitely travelling somewhere, or you go now, or you need to. I feel like you need a break from your job, you need a break from your home, you need a break from a location. I feel like this is either going to see a friend, staying with a family member in another country. This would be shopping, treating yourself. And for some of you, this going away is to get away from some kind of loss, some kind of hard time, some kind of block. I'm also getting someone who's been under a lot of financial strain. They've been blocked financially. They've kind of been tortured. Look at this woman's face. She's just had enough at this point. Because when you've constantly got debts coming out and money problems, it just gets, it's just too much, right? But yeah, I feel like this could be moving in with a friend, moving in with a family member. But I'm going to say for some Scorpio women, like you have been through quite a difficult time, but I feel like things are changing. This could be getting a job in a shop, it could be going into retail, it could be going into working in jewellery. It doesn't have to be becoming your own business owner. But for those who've been jobless, the Five of Pentacles would be someone who's got no job. There is definitely going to be the opportunity to get a job, and this can be you applying in your pajamas. Okay? But in general, I actually get this being the Hangman, you need some time to rest. This is where you go on a holiday, or you go back and see family, and you just enjoy life. You don't think about your job, you don't think about your bills, you don't think about your ex, like you just go somewhere. It doesn't even have to be with family. Maybe the place you're going to has got like a past life connotation. So in other words, it's got the connection there is because the people, your people came from there. It doesn't have to be your current family. But there's definitely something where there's a place that's singing to you, and you need to take that flight, you need to go buy the clothes, you need to go do it. And I feel like by going on this holiday, it just helps you to gain perspective, because the Hangman is all about enlightenment, it's all about connection to God. Okay? It's reconnecting with your roots, it's getting out of a lot of stress and moving back into feeling stable within yourself because you've had that time to regenerate. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, and then we've got the Star card reversed. So this can be a person who feels like they're in a hopeless situation, or they're losing faith. This is also dangerous, because a person in this will be a person who feels hopeless. They feel disconnected from humanity. The Hangman can be a person who's thinking about hanging themselves. So believe me, you know, when you do tarot correctly, it's extreme. If you know tarot cards correctly, it's quite some of the messages can be, and obviously the world doesn't like you to say that because it's mean. When people hang themselves every day, people commit suicide every day. So this can be a person that you know, there is those weeks where life is testing us and we just kind of feel like we want out. And I've always been a real reader because I read human behaviour. And yeah, this is a week where when you're under that level of pressure, you've got to remove the pressure. And sometimes the way to do that is to remove yourself from the environment that's causing the pressure. Remove yourself from the people who are causing the pressure. Because then you go somewhere else, and what feels like a hopeless situation, you gain perspective because you're in different stimuli, you're around different people, the world opens up to you, and then you can carry on for another day. Because that's what humans are doing. Just carrying on for another minute, another hour, sometimes another second. And then sometimes your life's going alright and everything's fine. But you'll find many humans every day who are just trying to get through the next hour. You know? So the point I'm making is I just think for some Scorpios, if this is not you, it could be someone in your life who's going through like a real heavy time. It could be a Pisces, it could be an Aquarius. You could be the person who's welcoming this person and looking after them and nurturing them and being a strong arm for them. So moving away from because there's two stories here, and then there's also, but there is a need to meditate, there's a need to rest, there's a need to heal for Scorpios. There's a need to get distance from a loss, a breakup, a hard time. Some of you are wondering what you want for the future and you need that time to like gain clarity, and you're not going to do it in your current pressure. I'm also getting true love as well. Going back home for some of you brings true love. So I feel like you just go somewhere. This could be a trip. This could be, some of you are already in a long distance relationship and you've decided you're fighting for it. And if that means you've got to get on a flight, if that means you've got to go to so, okay. Okay, this is a person who, you know, just wants, they want to be with people that they trust. They want to build a home. They want to build a life. I feel like for the Scorpio woman, this is what you want with someone. Maybe you don't know the person that you want this with, but this is a person who's longing for home. It's a person who's longing for home. They want to have children. They want to build a house. They're longing for home. They're tired of being out here alone, living in some apartment complex in some shithole that is an office block, but they call it a home. Being single. Like you're ready to nurture and have children and build a life and build a home. Okay, that's why some of you are kind of feeling for me that this woman is kind of happy, she's so inspired, she's so connected, whereas this person feels hopeless. But I do think it's because a lot of women do need to be married with children and they're not. And this is, you know, some women are not made for that life and they'll know in themselves that that's not what they want. So they'll feel good in who they are. But I do think a lot of women do long for a home, a family, a protector in the man. We like to protect. I think we talk about men protecting us, but I think women protect men just as much as they protect us. Most men are ignorant. They don't really see what women do, you know. But smart men know what women do. And smart men know that their wife protects them in so many different ways. So I feel like for you, you're looking to protect and provide and nurture, and you're looking for that back. And there's something about taking a trip, going back and reconnecting with family. Sometimes people, you know, you see this in Islam, you see this in India. Sometimes having other people help you connect with people and hooking you up can be the life changer. Sometimes you're not good choosing for yourself. Sometimes your parents have got it, you know, they can choose a better person than you can. But it has to be, obviously, the connection is there. But what I'm getting is something about going to reconnect with family, going to a certain place, and then there's people around you who support you in your goals to connect. You know, I'm also getting Scorpio men or women thinking this is the one for me, and whatever it takes is what I'm going to do. So there was a couple on YouTube, and they were different cultures, and they met each other, and I think they met through an app or something. And he decided to go from his country to America to be with her. I think he was Middle Eastern, or he was definitely of a different culture, or Indian or something. But yet he decided to go to America and to get married. And then they built like a YouTube and you know. But yeah, and some of you are listening too much to your friends and family, and you're really triggered and you're ready to fuck them. I want you to look them in the face and be like, shut the fuck up. No. Too many people are out here in people's business. There's nothing wrong as a sister or a mother or a brother advising people and giving advice, but you've got no right to dictate the choices of that person and their heart. End of story. And I just think for some of you, you're listening too much to these people, trust your own heart, this is your life, you know. But I do think for some of you Scorpio women, you're in a hopeless situation. And the only way you're going to get over this person, remember at the beginning when we said some of you have gave too much, the only way you're going to get out of this hopeless situation, maybe this person went off and married someone else, they chose someone else, like, I've had that happen to me. It's life. You can give a man the world and he'll go marry some other bitch. You know, it's just like, life's brutal, it's not a joke. Like, you've got to be a tough person to, you know. So some of you is like, it's brutal, but the way you're going to heal is not in the same environment, actually leaving and going back to people who you can lean on, and, you know. So we've got the lilies. Lilies signify death, so it's the need for something to die so something new can be born. Everybody got the ship sail. So people are not letting go of the old, they're kind of holding on. This is people who stay in hermetic realities and then wonder why their life is boring and nothing's moving. Might be because if you do the same shit, you get the same outcome. Is that what I said? The mountain reversed is all about dropping a burden. You know, if you can't lean on your friends and family, who can you lean on? That's how you should see it, right? If you can't lean on the people who are supposed to be your blood, who can you lean on, right? Okay, let's get you. So, surrender to the pulse that moves you towards your creative destiny, a life of great purpose. I also get this being nature and children. So this can be wanting to work with children, but it can also be, I feel like some of your destiny now is to, your creativity is in building a family. That was then, this is now. Let go of last year, last week and yesterday, and live in the moment. So the message for Scorpios now is like, live in the moment. Okay, you've been living too much in the past, you've been living too much, you know, in your pain, and that's what the ship sailing reversed is like. This is people who hold on to things long after they're gone. So I think it's an amazing week. Like, I love this reading for you. If you want to book a personal, it's in the description box. Like the video, comment, join the membership, and I'll speak to you soon.